Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am, of course, Alicia Ying, your success coach and psychic here at YesToTheYing.com, where success always starts by saying yes to you. And today's video is a what sold on Poshmark video. I have not done one of those in a long time, and I know that that's something that you all want to watch. So I thought that I would come on and share with you what I sold, not just on Poshmark, but Poshmark, Mercari, and eBay. Just to give you a little idea and just some reassurance that people really are still buying at the end of the year, and you can still make some pretty good cash flow even though we are at the end of the most tumultuous year ever. So let's go ahead and dive in. To not bore you to tears, I'm going to give you the major highlights of everything that I sold, but I definitely sold something every single day, and I sold probably anywhere between 3 to 9 items a day, which is really great, and I'm super duper grateful for that. So let's just go ahead and dive in, and I'll just show you. It's like lots of sales. We had lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of sales. Yeah, most notably, look at all those Bigfoots. Okay, so here's the thing. Apparently I say that all the time. But here's the thing. It is kind of true, I have to say. During December and during December, it's usually a little slower as far as clothes are concerned. I always pivot when that happens, and I know for myself that during November, December, so people are looking for Christmas gifts, and who wants like some ratty pilled something or other used thing for Christmas? So I tend to try, and not that I don't make sales on pre-owned clothing. However, I have found that when I really look for either brand new with tags, new without tags, and then also moving to like my Squishmallows behind me, that's when my net profit for the month literally skyrockets. And now we're talking about dollars, and we want dollars because dollars equals money in my bank account that I can use to pay my bills and my rent and buy pretty new things. Does that make sense? Okay. One of the ones that is a really big exclusive Squishmallow is, if you can't see it, oh no, those are my clothes. Look at Brina! So I sold Brina, but obviously I kept her for myself. But Brina the Bigfoot is one of the rarest ones. Her and then her brother Benny, excuse my clothes for a second. So I sold Benny, and he's a Target exclusive. So really rare, but I sold him for $50 on Poshmark. He's super cute. And I actually sold 3 of them. So that was awesome. One of my favorite things, because I wear it all the time, is Spiritual Gangster. So I thrifted this from Goodwill, and I sold it for $12, and she was really happy. And I ended up also getting a massively sweet love note from her. She said, "Thanks very much. Fast shipping and in excellent condition. Highly recommend this seller." So thank you so much. So that was nice. Yeah, and also I just want to make notes. So I paid $1 for that tank top. So selling it for $12 is fine because my net profit is $9.05. And then minus the $1 that I had for it, that was like a solid $8, right? And so you're like, oh, $8, what can I buy for $8? But if you think about this, there's 2 ways to make money. You can either do quality items, like a higher priced item, and sell less of them, or you can do quantity and sell a bunch of low-end items for, less, but do volume, right? So it's basically the difference between like Chanel and Walmart, right? Neither one is wrong. You can even do a little bit of both, which is actually kind of what I do, but it's great because I basically 8x'd my money, which is amazing. Think about it. So if I sold every item like for if I sold every item and 8x'd my money, that means if I spent $8, I would have made $80. That's not bad, right? Then cashmere is something that sells a lot, especially during the wintertime and stuff. So you might want to pick up some cashmere. But I sold a Vince cashmere sweater for $50. Also sold this Chinty and Parker 100% red cashmere sweater for $65. Also sold, oh my God, this was such a nightmare. Anyway, but I'm glad I sold it. This is a Ghani wrap shirt. I sold it for $65. And this was a resell. So I sold it the first time because the girl thought she could have it as a dress. I gave her all the measurements, and then she doesn't know how to use the tape measure. And so Poshmark did not side with me on this one, which is fine because I literally listed it and then it sold. So whatever. And now this person actually liked it. So that's even better. I love this. I wish this was on my side, but a J. Crew velvet swimsuit, which could also be a bodysuit, and sold that for $21. And I was so happy this finally sold. It was this North Face men's short sleeve button down shirt, but I sold it for a good $15. So I was pretty happy about that. Okay. Again, I'm not going to sneeze at it. You have to also understand something too. It's really interesting when you start getting into the reselling business, you put way more value on the clothes than probably what the industry is worth, what customers think it's worth, and what its resale value is actually worth. And so my biggest tip is do your due diligence and research, because when you research, you'll really be able to discover how much you can get for an item. Like, for example, North Face in general usually sells really well, but what really sells really well for North Face are the big puffy jackets, or the vests and stuff, right? Patagonia vests actually sell really well. The other North Face stuff, sometimes it sells well, sometimes it doesn't, but like a short sleeve shirt isn't going to sell for $100, so you can't expect $100, right? That also goes to show that when you go thrifting, make sure you know how much you're willing to spend on an item in order to get the amount of money back that you want. Now, I really like to, at minimum, 3x my money, but 5xing, 10xing my money back investment is also really great as well. So I paid $1.50 for this. So I'm okay with it selling for $15, right? Which means my net profit, we're talking net profit. So 15, 12 minus, so I made $10.50, right? I'm not going to sneeze at that. I'll take that tenner. I sold these Tony Llama boots. Those sold really fast. These were actually a fast flip. They were used. They were pretty worn, I guess, but I sold them for a solid $45, and that was great. Okay, here's a great story. All right. So I got my brand new iPhone 12 Pro Max, which is what I'm recording this video on. This is my 8. And I got new cases from AliExpress, and I got one in, and I thought it was going to be the one, and that's the one that I was going to use, etc., and manifest all these amazing things from it. But then when I tried it, it didn't look exactly as good as I wanted it to for some reason, and it was really heavy, and the phone itself was already super heavy. So I was like, you know what? F this. I am just going to throw this up on Poshmark and Mercari and see what happens. And lo and behold, I sell the dang thing for $20, and I was so happy. She even left me a love note, and it flipped within an hour. So I was really grateful for that. So I actually made a profit off of this, which was fantastic. So I was like, great, I got my money back. Plus I made some profit and made this girl really happy. So now I kind of want to sell cell phone cases. I'm not going to lie. Okay, sold a Squishmallow Dragon for $20. Sweetest love note ever. I sold my 2019 Starbucks tumbler for $35. I was going to hold on to it because, I like all things pink and all things tumblers, but I ended up letting it go for $35. The guy was really nice. He was trying to buy it for his girlfriend, and he goes, Awesome seller to work with. She is very fair and just a plain pleasure to talk to. I appreciate the item. Like I said, my girlfriend is going to love. I cannot thank you enough. Until next time. Super sweet. And so that was like totally worth it. And then I ended up getting another pink one for myself from the season. Okay, here's another really interesting thing. And so never discount seasons, because I sold this Firecracker Swimsuit by Acceleration. So this is a Target brand swimsuit for $10. And guess what? Guess how much I paid for it? 99 cents. So I was super happy about that. I was going to take that all day long, and I was really happy. So I did that. If you saw my what sold or my thrift haul, I like those Lucy tank tops. So I sold one for $20. Again, love that. I'll take that all day long. Sold Stitch for $35. J. Crew 100% Cashmere, $70. I love her. I love my watermelon. Sold her for $25. I was thrilled about this. This is a Honey Punch pink distressed sweatshirt. And that's for my personal closet. And I decided to list it, and I sold it for $25, which is actually more than I paid for it. So I was super happy about that. Oh my gosh, this one just made my freaking day. I sold this Metallica T-shirt for $25, right? And it was so cute because I got this love note, and she was like, "I love it, and thank you for the caring and the packaging," which is why I always really like to add the extra little touches, because it matters. It really is the little things. Rose, the rose emoji. Can't send you a pic, but I posted it. And then I went to go look at her, page, and it was so cute because she ended up using she wore the shirt, and then she took her profile picture with her wearing the shirt and posted that on Poshmark. Like, how sweet is that? And that just makes my day. That makes all of this work worth it when I know that someone's super duper happy. It makes me super happy. Okay. Oh, so happy that these sold, because I was going to keep them. Brand new with tags. Black sequins express shorts for $30. Squishmallow, $25. Nike tank top, $10. Yup. All day long. I'll take that all day long. And that sold. That was a fast flip too. I think it sold within like a couple hours of me listing it. Another awesome fast flip. This is brand new with tags. Affliction, Misha Tate, UFC, V-neck T-shirt. Affliction. I do sell Affliction really fast, but I sold it for $25, and I was gonna take that because I only paid $1 for it. Oh my god. So think about it this way. So my net profit was $20, which means that I made $19. I literally 19x, almost 20x my money. That's not bad. More Squishmallows. Sold this J. Crew men's corduroy blazer for $40. I was super happy that that sold at that price. It made me so happy. That was sitting for a long time, so I'm glad that that sold. Sold this Cobby jacket blazer for $28. Madewell jeans, $25. More cashmere, $30. And then I finally sold my brand new with tags Kate Spade coats for $325. This is way lower than what I really wanted to, but it has been sitting for so long, and I just was like, you know what? I'm just going to let it go, because I'd rather have money now than not have money ever. And the girl was like, listen, I really want this. I can pay immediately. Like, she clearly really wanted it. And again, I just try to make sure that it goes to someone that is really going to love it. So I think she will. So that sold. Okay. Squishmallows. Yeah! Squishmallows. Sold those for $35. A lot of 9 of them for $70 plus ship. And that was a recent sale. So left 4 days ago. This was amazing. And now I realize I should have like put the price up. but this vintage American Eagle ski jacket. I had this, I personally wore it, and then I flipped it for 20 bucks, and I was going to take that plus $10 shipping. Great. All day, every day. All day, every day. Affliction t-shirt for $10 plus shipping. Again, that was a fast flip. It literally flipped within like 3 hours of me listing it, which was super awesome. I sold these royal pink sweatpants for $15 plus ship. I finally sold these Nike dry fit yoga pants for $15 plus ship. We love me the Lululemon, yeah, sold that for $27 plus ship. Bought of 2 J. Crew cashmere sweaters, sold that for $95 plus ship. So funny, I sold this Adidas sweatshirt. I was keeping it for myself because I do like sporty, like I'm a sporty, flirty, chic type of vibe. But I sold it for $16 plus $11 ship, so I'm not going to be upset by that. I thought this was so cute. And it was so funny because my friend doubted that I would be able to sell this. Like, I can just tell when people's eyes are like, okay, whatever. And this was another fast flip. I think it took 2 days to sell, but it's a Nordstrom's Def Leopard crop tee, and it sold for $12 plus ship. Yes. This was another super fast flip. This was the Lululemon athletic navy long sleeve shirt. It sold, I'm talking like within an hour of me listing it for $23 plus ship. All day, every day. Lululemon athletic running shorts. Those sold for $28 plus $4.99 ship. Oh yeah, I love Tory Burch. Tory Burch swimsuit, sold it for $40 plus ship. Sold Baby Yoda, the 10-inch for $35 plus ship. Baby Yoda and the big 20-inch Yoda for $75 plus ship. That was awesome. Who doesn't love Baby Yoda? I now have the 5-inch ones for sale, but they are selling out fast. I'm pretty much almost gone. Like, they're almost all gone. A set of 2 Calvin Klein bras. Those sold for $15 plus ship. Sold these just 2 days ago for $33. Christmas tree, Squishmallow, $15. Gosh, okay. And this is, okay, so there's more. It's like so hard for me to go through these. This is the other story that I have to tell you. So again, I went all over town trying to find these Squishmallows because I had this whole bundle ready to go, okay? So these are all 10 inches, and then that's the 20-inch Chewbacca. So I kind of put them together because, you know, Chewbacca in the movie is way bigger than, you know, all the other ones. Here's the thing. The thing is that this was supposed, this woman that I know was supposed to buy them from me, right? And then I guess she flaked out or whatever. And I'm like, okay, fine, whatever, because I can sell this on, because everybody's looking for these anyway. So I posted these up, but I was supposed to have another 10-inch, but I was searching everywhere and they were sold out for 2 months. I was looking high and low, trying to find this 10-inch Chewbacca, and I couldn't find him anywhere. And then literally, wait, when did this sell? So 3 days ago, I went and they apparently had one at a store near me. So I rushed into the store. They're like, actually, we don't. And I was like, oh, really? And then they were like, oh, and then I went up to the register and she had the manager there and she was like, hey, I actually have one at another location down the street and they're holding it for you at the cash register. I was like, oh my God, that's so freaking nice. So I went over there, I ran over there as fast as I could and I got it and I came home. I took a picture of like the 4 with that because I thought it would sell faster. And literally the moment I was about to switch the photo, I get a message from this guy and he's like, hey, I really, really want these. Like, are they still available? I said yes. And I was like, but I actually have the 10-inch. He's like, I don't want the 10-inch. I want the 20-inch. And I was like, okay. And he's like, is this your list price? I'm like, yep. So he bought all 4 of them for $113 plus shipping. What? So now I have the 10-inch of the Chewbacca. And so now what I did was I listed it with the 5-inch, and then I have that listed. So hopefully that will sell in the next day or two. Anyway, I sold Brina for $74.99 plus shipping. See, I forgot all these things. I sold a lot of 3 Robert Barriquet shirts for $33.33, which was awesome. That was such a good one. I sold both of the Squishmallows, so the 20-inch ones, the Baby Yoda and the Chewbacca ones, for $100 plus shipping. That's just kind of like a snapshot of what I sold in the past 2 weeks. My point is this: it's the Christmas rush, so people are still buying. It might die down a little bit, like right before Christmas, but just right after Christmas, people have gotten their money, they've gotten their Christmas presents, and they either want to return or exchange or something, and so then they're going to want to buy again. So I just encourage you to keep your head up. I have found that it is a very successful action for me personally is that every single day I list items, I share items, and I either make offers to people or bundle things together for people to buy. Those 3 things, without a shadow of a doubt, get me sales every single day, because the moment that I don't share or I don't list a new item, the sales start to like trickle down again. So it's a little bit with the algorithm where it's like people just want to see new stuff in your closet. And especially once you get up to the point where you are a consistent seller, people want to come back because they know you're going to have really nice things. For example, like even on eBay, I have the least amount of things listed, but I have consistent 5-star reviews and stuff. And I sold a pair of Nilly Lotan pants to this one girl on eBay, and then she really liked them, and then she was like, okay. And then I found another pair, so I listed those. She happened to buy those again too. So it's like you can really get repeat customers when you like consistently make your inventory, like replenish your inventory and be able to put it up there. Because here's the thing. If you don't list it, people can't buy it. I am very opposite of some of my other reseller friends, where like for a lot of people, for most people, the thrill of the hunt is the funnest part of the job. Going to the thrift stores, like digging through the racks, finding, I don't know, I found out, I guess this was like a $600 leather jacket, right? And I paid $3.50 for it. Like I mean, this was like the score of the week, and I'm totally overjoyed with it. And it's really fun. But what I also really like even more is like making money. I really like getting a net profit. And so for me personally, I like to do whatever it takes in order to make those sales. So when I get stuff, I want to make sure I get a return on my money as fast as possible before I go out and spend again. That keeps my ethics in. That makes sure that I'm always cash flow positive by the end of the month, which I think is really important. If you are going to treat yourself like a business, you need to treat yourself like a business and really think about your bottom line. Don't chase your top line, chase your bottom line. This means that if you start becoming obsessed with your numbers, it's actually kind of fun. And you can kind of see, okay, great. I spent $1 on something and I got $20 out of it. Yes, I will do that all day long, right? Or if you do spend $10 on something and you make $30 out of it, you've tripled your money. That's really, really great, right? So it's all about what feels best for you. And for me personally, I like having a detailed spreadsheet of my inventory so I know what sold for how much and what was my net profit out of that, so that I can repeat my successful actions and stop doing the actions that aren't making me money. This is what a business is all about, right? If you want to be successful at anything, you need to be able to know what actions are actually getting you the results that you want and what actions aren't. And then the simplicity of it is stop doing the shit that is not getting you the results that you want and do more of the things that are getting you the results that you want. It's literally that simple. There's lots of details that we can go into and dive into another video, just as far as like how to be able to discern what's a successful action, different tactics that you can use, different marketing tips that you can use, what the algorithm says, etc., etc. But those are just honestly just nuts and bolts. It is going to be a little different for every person because it depends on how much you're getting for your inventory, what your pictures are looking like, your descriptions, your keywords, and your overall aesthetic and brand, and how you're really, and your consistency. One of the big things that I have found through trial and error, and also talking about a successful action, is especially with Poshmark and Mercari and eBay, for those three platforms, and it's actually for anything too, like even on, Instagram, social media. I don't know about Etsy because I don't hand make things and put them on Etsy. But for any of all of it, consistency is key. And I am not a consistent person because I'm an air sign, I'm a Gemini. But I learned how to be super consistent with my reselling business because it was literally the way that it got me through this pandemic. I was able to make money every single month because I was able to resell. And I'm so eternally grateful for that opportunity. So the way that I was able to stay cash flow positive and be able to use that money to still pay my bills at the end of every month was I had to be consistent. And also, what else was I going to do in my house anyway, except for to look at my stuff and like get it up and like get it out of the house as fast as I could. And it worked. And I did find that if I listed every single day, especially on Poshmark, I mean, it's kind of like 5 items. Like you can get away with 4 to 6 items a day. But sometimes even just listing one if you're super tired or whatever, and sharing, hands down, was like really upped my sales, and also really pricing it accordingly. The other tip that I will give you is this. The reason why my sales actually like doubled last month and then are really still good this month is because I started to price things very aggressively. Like, I just want people to look at something and be like, oh, okay. Like, and so I kind of just go, how much would I pay for that? And then I would price it at that. It's like literally the easiest thing. And then you obviously do your research and look at comps and stuff like that. But I'm just like, okay, no, that's actually worth something. So I'm going to put it at this. And that's actually worth this. So I'm going to put it at this. And like for the higher ticketed items and stuff like that, like, I just was like, there are a few items that I wish I could have probably gotten a little bit more money for. But at the end of the day, and again, because we're in this like very precarious times where you don't know where your next dollar is going to come from, I was like, you know what? That is reasonable enough. And I will make more money on the next one. And then I would just tell the universe to find someone who would pay me what my asking price is. And then 9 times out of 10, I would always get someone who would then buy my next item at its full asking price, which I am now pricing everything super duper fair. And then I just start making it's like sale after sale after sale after sale. And it is so great. So I really, really hope that this video was helpful. I really hope that this shined some light and gave you some hope that people are really buying things right now, and they are still going to buy things, and that you can still make money in December, even though it might seem slow. So thank you so much for watching this video. I am going to be doing another Poshmark video on tips and tricks on how to be able to increase your income and make more money doing reselling clothes and of the like. So hopefully that will be helpful for you. If you like this video, please click that thumbs up button. I really appreciate it. And hit the subscribe button so you'll know when the next video drops. And of course, always remember that you are so worthy and deserving of getting everything that you want and more, including tons of sales. And of course, success always starts by saying yes to you. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you all in the next video. Mwah.